right, so a normal Friday morning is anything but normal. The news crew's here now. AJ came by and said, you have got to see what's going on down the road. I have never, we have police zoom by the car lot all the time. Trista said, man, so many of them have come by. I heard them, but I was out back with a customer. But AJ passed by here and saw this. I have never, ever seen so many police, state troopers. Fire trucks were just here and they left. And an ambulance did leave with its lights on, headed the other direction. So we don't know what's going on. We're going to make a loop here and get back to the office, but it's a lot of something happening, and it is it appears there's caution tape wrapped around a little construction site there, but that doesn't make any sense why they were flying so fast. There's another one behind. I thought he was getting ready to pull us over, but he's going over the median back there. Crazy. All right, we'll update you guys when we know. All right, AJ, film on that side. You guys are not going to believe all the undercover. It just doesn't even make any sense. Is that caution tape always around there?
No, something bad happened for real.
Guess we'll watch the news and find out. So we're in our little shuttle car, and we can tell how many times Mike's gone and got sweet teas by the amount of straws, because he doesn't use the top. He takes the top off, puts it on his desk, and drinks it all day long. So if we're ever missing a straw, we know where we can find one, AJ. And we also put a brand new windshield in this thing, and 2 days later, the windshield went to pieces. And my man Chris just doesn't come by and catch it soon enough, so now we got a whole new windshield to replace. So all jokes aside, we actually have a news broadcast van. We could go down there and ask anybody if they wanted to set up. We don't know how to use it, but it would look pretty official if we had all that set up. But don't know, really still don't know what's going on down the road. I guess we're going to see on the news. Trista says assault with a deadly weapon, but there's a construction area down there set up in the interstate loop. And that's where all the construction trucks are. So I don't know, somebody might have got robbed. Maybe it was a high-speed chase. We really don't know. But that is the most police activity I have probably seen in one place ever. There was a murder, this was before AJ's time, right down the street at a car lot. Two partners had a run-in, didn't get along, and one hired somebody to murder the other one. And they murdered them right down the street there in the car lot that was right next to our car lot at the time. And that probably would be second to it. And actually it was two people murdered that day in that building that night. I remember like it was yesterday. I was coming up to the car lot. I think I had made a run back from the auction. It was probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, and the roads, it was one lane to get through. Cops, forensics, it was a bad situation. So let's talk about something fun. Let's get started with something good. I don't think people put enough appreciation in these old hot rods. This is a 48 Chevrolet Sedan Delivery. And this model and generation of car does not get much, it just doesn't get much excitement. AJ, you know how to open the hood? Inside or outside? Here? Up, down, sideways? Am I even get the right part? I've never opened it. AJ's figuring it out. There we go. They popped the hood a few times, I hadn't. So, small block Chevrolet under the hood of a Chevrolet. You see a lot of Fords that people put Chevrolet motors on. But it's got a vintage air conditioning system. It's kind of cool because it's got the old school looking radiator, but it's a reconditioned radiator. And this man actually ended up trading this in, even though we do not do very many trade-ins. We did. And then this car has sat because this generation car is just not as popular as it used to be. But this car would probably cost well over 100 grand to build because it's not just like a restored vehicle. It's got a chop top. It's got all kinds of sectioning, louvering, much more than just regular body and paint work. And I think that's where a lot of people don't appreciate it. It also has no door handles. It has no rear door handle. It has Frenched in taillights. It has a custom built bumper. The effort that goes into these is just incredible. All right, well, that's for that door. And the poppers actually work. So I know a lot of y'all may be familiar with old school hot rods, but maybe never seen that door close nice. Wish a square body would close that nice. You hit your bump, little popper button. Not only does it unlock the door, but it pops it open for you. Tweed interior. Nice dash, custom gauges, tilt column, automatic transmission. Some really nice little billet handles, and all this is custom. This is custom. Door panels are custom. There's a tremendous amount of work that goes into making one of these hot rods. Do you remember how you open the trunk? Then you hit a button.
That button on that side.
This one. So then you pop the trunk. This one's even got a full build sheet. We'll run down it real quick. 350 HO motor, 10.5 to 1 compression, so premium fuel. 350 turbo automatic, positive traction rear end out of a Pontiac. Mustang 2 suspension, which is most of what everybody used under one of these cars. That was super popular. Chassis engineering, springs, shocks, and rear sway bar. So here we go. All seams filled and molded. Custom-made grill and grill shell. French 1954 Mercury headlights. I knew those looked a little different. Door handles removed. V-butt windshield. Louvered hood. Custom-made rolled rocker. I didn't realize all this was on here. That would have saved me a lot of time. We could have come back here and read that. Rear fenders are widened 2 inches. You would never know that, but they are. That's neat. Recessed Cadillac taillights. I almost said Cadillac, and then I said I'm going to say it wrong. Somebody's going to say something. Custom dash. Smooth with hidden hinges. That is cool. They hid the hinges in there. That's really neat. Cadillac tilt telescopic steering wheel. That means the steering wheel actually comes out forward as well. Krager wheels. Fuel fill. That's how the door opens. That's the popper. And they did actually, yeah, they did hide the hinges because the hinges would have been external, but they've hid those on the inside. And since Dave's here, if this was a Ford, all this stuff would probably not work properly, but it does. So really neat car. And being as we traded it, heck, I'll do another trade. Somebody's got something they want to trade for it, but it starts, runs, drives, does really good. And we're doing some little short reels on it today as well, and we'll take it for AC. Works really well. AC does work really well on these hot days. For you ATV and four-wheeler guys, super trap mufflers, you see those on those a whole lot, but they're actually on the car. And they're adjustable, so you can change back pressure. That's why they use them a lot on three-wheelers and four-wheelers. But run through the inside one more time, AJ. Oh, thank you.
This is the same key that fits the front door.
And if you want the California theme, AJ said throw your surfboards in it, or you could still do a roof-mounted surfboard rack up top. But either way, it is a cool hot rod that's had a ton of money put in it, and most of the time these cars are coming all to pieces. Like where all this was filled, usually the Bondo's cracking. This car's got one scratched area right here. And you can tell it's from where the hood at some point, was on, off, out of track, whatever. Also has a Frenched antenna. That will fill up with water probably. Then you can put a goldfish in there and have a fish bowl. But neat car. These cars don't get enough attention, enough appreciation. That's a fraction of, I can do the math in my head. Now, of course, this car was built probably 20 years ago. But what the body work, what the Frenching, sectioning, chopping, what all was put into that car is, I mean, you could easily spend $100,000 in a body shop. I know that's unheard of to a lot of people, but you could at what labor rate is currently. Neat car. Again, they just don't get enough credit. Let's see what's going on inside. So AJ had a good point. We're going to do a video so you guys can see from far away. Guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, everybody. I say guys a lot. But we're going to do a POV of customer coming in and buying. AJ handled a deal yesterday, and I'm very proud of him from start to finish. Customers came in. We were all covered up with people. I was dealing with transporters. It was a heck of a day. He talked to them. They were buying a first vehicle for their son. Nothing more special than that. That will be a memory those people have forever. We got customers come here and buy cars all the time. There's zero emotion. That father and that son buying the first vehicle means a lot. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. And whether he keeps it for a long time, short period of time, it doesn't really matter. That's going to be something they always remember. AJ was able to work with them, got the deal done, said, I'm going to come back with my wife later in the day. We'll get y'all paid. Text with AJ, said, I'm on the way back. Everything's good. Got his license, got his information, got the paperwork wrapped up. They were here for less than 5 minutes. And a lot of places say that. I'm talking legitimately. They were at the desk less than 5. Their whole pulling on the parking lot. Now, they did take the wife, the mom, for a test drive real quickly and then came back. But pulling on the parking lot, take that part out of the equation, they were on the premises less than 5 minutes. And that's I think, what people want. They don't want all the hassles. The paperwork was ready. We had the title. We had the temp tags. They were here. They signed, and they left. And we also announced yesterday we don't have a processing fee any longer. Mike is loving telling people about that. No processing fee any longer. Processing fee is gone. We are going to try to be the most easy. I hope it aggravates other dealers in a way, because there's a lot of shady people still doing shady stuff. And that is what we don't want. We want all that to be gone in this industry. That's what kept my dad from wanting us to be in this industry. Is it sucks because of so many people trying to find a way to bait and switch, or find a way to get somebody in and milk more money out of them. The Jeep they bought was what, 19.5, AJ? It was 19.5. If they chose for us to do their DMV, it would have been 19.5 plus what DMV cost. The same thing as them going and spending hours in DMV, the same amount of money. Other dealers have all the fees and all the markups and all the other stuff. We used that $298. That $298 did cover equipment, paperwork, and other things. But you know what? So be it. $298's gone. We'll just absorb it. I thought we were the most fair there was. We're just taking it out of the equation completely. The other dealers are just going to have to scramble and figure out another way to screw people. They'll figure it out. Trust me. And then I hope the FTC cracks down again, because we love abiding by the right rules where these others don't. While we're around back, AJ is getting ready to check in another dune buggy. We do still have the Chameleon dune buggy. I don't know why, because it's a really nice, really nice put together car. We do have the turd Corvette that needs to go because Alvin needs his parking area back. The 6-door Excursion, Alvin just finished a full detail. Catch a little bit under it, AJ. It cleaned up really nice. I mean, really nice. And I think the next thing we're going to do is get Chuck to spray this gloss black. This is just primer black out the package where they did the front conversion. And we do have the Pintscour, another vehicle that I usually would not take trades on, but I will consider something on trade. This has been kind of fun. It's been a cool, controversial vehicle. It's got twin coilovers. It's got portals. It's set up to be a camping rig. We've never taken the time to set the camper piece up. It's got a rainwater storage tank here for a shower. Somebody put a lot of it. It's got Polaris front seats. I forget that until I go to get in it. And it'll start and run and move and operate. And it got hung up across the road when we were doing the remodel, and it did get stuck in the corner of the property for a long time, boxed in with stuff that didn't run. But that's a really cool imported military vehicle that needs a new home, because it's time for us to get some things cleaned up. Also, we need to shoot that across the road, put it back out front where people can see it at some point today. And I hope you guys have a safe and happy weekend. It is Friday. We got a lot to get knocked out. I'm really curious what's going on down the road. Curiosity killed the cat, but I've never seen that kind of police presence. So praying for that it was, nobody involved that shouldn't have been involved. hopefully the bad take out the bad. You know, that would be a great world. Cletus McFarland Dooley is getting a final prep and cleanup. Alvin's getting that one ready, and he does have a square body step side that's working on detail. And then we also, AJ, we need to run the silver truck up to Daniel, and the other truck across the road we need to get to Kenny. So a few other things on our agenda to get knocked out. See you guys tomorrow.